Now, it may be true to say that now, more than ever, we need to rediscover kindness and patience in our daily lives. Getting through the pandemic and the huge changes that we're all facing is a struggle for all of us. Some of us deal with it well and some of us don't. Something we can't manage without support is, well, other people, really. The theme of kindness is at the centre of Mental Health Awareness Week. That starts today, and promoting mental and physical health and well-being is the key role of the Mersey Care NHS Foundation Trust. Michael Crilley leads the Trust's Life Room service and joins us now. Michael, morning to you. Good to have you with us.
Morning, Tony. Nice to be with you.
Just remind us what Mersey Care is all about. We've talked about it, for what seems like forever, but for those who don't know, just tell us what you're about.
Sure. Mersey Care is basically the community and mental health trust for the area. So we provide the full range of mental health services around, addictions, learning disabilities, as well as those community physical health services that you're familiar with, district nursing, walk-in centres and so on.
And the Life Room service, tell me about that.
So the Life Rooms in particular was launched originally as part of our mental health work. So it was launched 4 years ago in response to a lot of the things that our service users were telling us. Yes, they wanted great clinical support when they had mental health crisis. But one of the things they really identified as getting in the way of their recovery was the need for help around the social practical issues. So housing, finance, employment, access to education, social isolation. These were all things that people told us got in the way of them getting well and staying well. And of course, for many people as well, actually, if the social interventions had been sorted in the first place, potentially you could have averted that crisis into mental health services.
And of course, Michael, the pandemic has led to increased anxiety levels, but that's only to be expected, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. People will have started to see on the news that a lot of experts are talking about the fact that coronavirus is resulting in mental health problems for people. And I guess we're already beginning to see that in our services. I think what we'd like to say as an organisation is, if you are struggling, and I'm conscious a lot of your listeners may very well be struggling as a result of lockdown, there are services out there to help you. They may have changed a little bit in how they're being delivered, but we've got a full range of services there to support you, both through Mersey Care and through the Life Rooms.
You've been doing this kind of work for such a long time and helping so many people along the way too. It's all about managing this as well, isn't it? Because there's no magic wand. If you live with anxiety, there's not, a magic chat or conversation or a magic wand and, poof, it's gone. It's all about learning how to manage this so it doesn't take over your life completely.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing I want to say is, we all have with mental health, and I think, we need to be aware of that. And I think, as you said before, we need to be kind of and not too judgmental of ourselves if we're struggling with our own mental health and well-being, because it is something that occurs to us all. And I think what we really would want to say to people is you don't need to feel alone out there. Can be supported, you can have a recovery, you can stop mental health taking over your life with the right kind of early help and support that we have available for you.
And it's all about triggers, this, isn't it? You mentioned, watching the news all the time. For people in certain jobs, you have to watch the news to be across it. But dip in, maybe at the start of the day, then at the end of the day, rather than, I wonder what's happened now. Because, if we don't know the facts, if we're not in receipt of all the facts, depending on your mental health condition, we tend to kind of make our own stories up. And if we tell ourselves something is a fact, even though it isn't for so long, we start to believe that then, don't we?
I can do. I guess one of the things that's being said to us a lot by people that will work in the Life Rooms is that a routine and balance is really important in this. So yes, you do need to be aware of what's going on. You do need to understand, but it can take over your life a bit, really. So there's a really important message about having a routine, trying to keep things as normal as possible, doing other things, doing other activities, connecting with other people as much as you possibly can, so that actually there's balance in your daily living.
And for people who may not be online and can't access, the online videos that you've got, is there a service for them, Michael?
Yeah, so both the Trust generally now has a range of 24/7 over-the-phone support, which ranges from talking therapy support to people who are in real crisis. And for the life rooms, yes, you've mentioned the range of video support that we have available online, but we also have a telephone support line there as well, which will help with some of the social isolation issues and some of the practical issues that people face at the moment. A lot of the anxieties for people are coming about impact to daily life. So the same issues around housing, around finance, around access to employment, they're really weighing on people's mind right now. And the Life Rooms phone support line can provide really active support to address some of those issues for people and maybe take a bit of the weight off people's mind.
Michael, good to talk to you. Just before we let you go, give us the website and give us the telephone number if you would.
So you can find all about Life Rooms offer on liferooms.org, and the telephone number is 0151 478 6556.
478 6556. OK, I'll pass that out and we'll put that on our Make a Difference bulletins as well. Thanks for everything you're doing. Thank you very much indeed. And you take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye. There's Michael Crilley there. He leads the Trust's Life Rooms service. So that number, 0151 478 6556. 7:15 in the morning. You don't know. There may be somebody there. But have a little look online at Life Rooms as well. And hopefully that will be something that you can use. Or if you've got maybe a family member or a friend who might be struggling at the moment and you know your friend so well that you think, they never do that. Maybe just get in touch, get some advice, and then you may be able to have a little chat with them themselves and just trying to put them at ease a little bit. So there's always a way. There is always a way. And it's services like that really do make a difference.